Hey, what's up? Welcome back to another edition of the Mandatory Post Fight Show. Remember, if you like the content, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Also, follow us on our social media channels. We're at the Mandatory TKO. If you got a couple of minutes, make sure to also find us on the audio side, wherever you get your shows, podcasts, leave a rate and review because, why wouldn't you? That helps the channel grow.
Yeah.
All right. So, Brian, what is next for a guy like David Benavidez?
Oh my goodness. Uh, so I think I'm telling you right now, I'm picking Dmitry Bivol to win this rematch. So I don't think it's going to be the winner of Dmitry Bivol and Artur Beterbiev unless Dave Benavidez just sits on the sidelines and waits for like the trilogy to happen. But I feel like he takes a stay busy fight in the meantime. I don't know what that looks like. There's a lot of interesting guys in the super middleweight division. Excuse me, guys, because again, a little befuddled here. And this light heavyweight division in particular, because he's there now. But there's guys that like, I wonder if Christian Mbili, if he can't get the Canelo fight, does he just move up? You know what I mean? Like it felt like David Benavidez wanted bigger fights. Canelo Alvarez in particular just moved up to light heavyweight. And I wonder if there are going to be other super middleweights who take that route. Otherwise, in a light heavyweight division, and I say that because light heavyweight division is not awesome right now because you want to see Dave Benavidez versus Joshua Buatsi? You want to see Dave Benavidez versus Callum Smith? You want to see Dave Benavidez versus Anthony Yard or Najee Lopez, who's not ready for Dave Benavidez yet, who I think is going to be good? Do you want to see him against Malik Zanad, who fought against Dimitri Bivol? You know what I mean? So if it's not going to be the winner of Bivol, Beterbiev. Like if Beterbiev wins, then it has to be Artur Beterbiev. Beterbiev wins again, then Beterbiev, then Dave Benavidez. That's the fight to make. At Dimitri Bivol, he could fight David Morrell for all I care. I think a lot of people will watch that. That'd be great. But if Bivol wins this fight, and I think he's going to win against Artur Beterbiev this time. I thought he won last time and got rocked. If he wins this fight, then yeah, I think we're looking at Dave Benavidez just taking a stay busy fight in anticipation of the winner of the trilogy. There's some fun fights you could make there, though.
No, but here's the thing. I thought Bivol won the first fight against Beterbiev too.
Mm-hmm.
However, when they have this rematch, if Bivol fights the exact same way and he doesn't, like, why would he win? Because he fought a perfect fight against Beterbiev, in my opinion, and he still lost.
Different
So it's
judging.
like after that fight, I was legit like, what more does Dimitri Bivol have to do? That was just, I want my bet for that. By the way, it was like 700 plus 700 for Beterbiev to win by decision, and I was like, yes, hit it. But as a like boxing fan that saw the fight, I was like, he didn't win that fight. Like, I don't think he did. And so I think Beterbiev is going to win the rematch too. So what's next for David Benavidez? Yeah, I think it should be the winner of Beterbiev and Bivol. However, if Bivol beats Beterbiev, then they're for sure going to have a trilogy. Like money wise, that makes the most sense. There are some interesting fights in this division, though. I wouldn't mind seeing David Benavidez against Buatsi.
Sure.
I think it's an interesting fight and it helps him stay busy. And to be honest with you, UK fans love Buatsi. Yes, Tyrone the
Tyrone,
Great,
look,
Anthony Yard. This is a
that's
good fight. This is
that's
a
a
good fight.
fun because you know why it's a fun fight. It's like when they put Angel Fierro against Isaac Cruz, where it's like you're gonna have two guys that are just gonna go for it. And stylistically, you have like yes, Dave Benavidez is a level above Anthony Yard, but at the same time, David Benavidez could get clipped, as we saw today multiple times, by somebody who has some power. And Anthony Yard, if nothing else, he has that. So I think that's the type of fight you would look for Dave Benavidez to have if it's a stay busy fight next. Otherwise, it's more likely he gets Benavidez. Like, I'd be very surprised if Dimitri Bivol wins this fight and then we go into Bivol versus Beterbiev. I mean Bivol versus Benavidez as opposed to Beterbiev. These fucking names, man. Like it's happened a couple different times. Like even Tyrone in the comments, he said Beterbiev when you're combining David Benavidez and like it's difficult. But yeah, Ace says I thought Bivol won too, but it was close. No robbery. I thought it was close, but I don't think Beterbiev won that fight at all. To be fair, I don't think it was that
But
close.
professionally, it said he did. That's why
Right.
I'm like, Jalen Davis. Benavidez versus Beterbiev is a more interesting fight. I agree. But honestly, I really love watching Bivol fight because it's beautiful. Like
Yeah.
he's so good.
Yeah.
And I've never been the type of girl that likes to see a knockout every time. So I love the way that Bivol fights, but I don't know what more he could do. Like that's the only thing with me. Like if he didn't win that first fight, what more could he do? Because I thought he fought a perfect fight against Beterbiev. I think the only time Beterbiev is going to lose is when Father Time catches up to him. That's the only time because if
Well, I think it's about to. That's the thing about his rematch with Dimitri
but
Bivol. He's gonna be
we never
older now.
know. But
He's gonna be older
we
now.
can't call it, right? So it's like I can't just like assume Father Time's going to catch up to him before this next fight in February. However, if him and David Benavidez were to fight, like Benavidez is younger, he looked really good tonight. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I think I put him right now on my pound for pound list, and I think I have him in the top 6.
I don't. All right.
Like top 6, top 7. Yeah, he just beat David Morrell. He moved up a weight class.
I'm
Like
not doing that.
he's on the pound for pound list for me.
Nope.
He is. And
I disagree.
I'm telling you, this performance was really, really good. I don't know if I have him top 6, but I think he's in the top 10 for sure.
I'm not doing
For
that.
sure.
You have him ahead of like Tank, maybe?
No, I
I
don't
don't
have
know.
him ahead of Tank.
Like I would need your top 10 in order
Well, I
to
would have to think about it, but I think David Benavidez after this performance, because that's how high I was on David Morrell. And then also when I take a look at the division, it's like who else in the division is better than him right now, other than Bivol and Beterbiev, right? And those two guys would have to be on it as well. But this is a really, really good performance from David Benavidez. And I know people are going to continue to talk about his power, but this is only his second fight at 175.
Mhm.